One of the things that Buffett always emphasized is that the biggest threat to one's financial success isn't necessarily the market. It is, in fact, their own behavior. One of Buffett's most famous quotes, the most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. Kind of an interesting way to think of it, right? So let's talk about how to kind of avoid those costly mistakes as we think about the year ahead. And then, of course, think back to everything that happened in 2025 as well. So Buffett, constantly is reminding people about trying to avoid investing on an emotional basis and following the crowd. One of the most important things that he says is that oftentimes people get swept up in trends, panic during downturns, and make decisions based on powerful emotions like fear or greed, not necessarily the fundamentals. And when we think about that from a behavioral perspective, that's exactly what we see, unfortunately, on a regular basis. That is generally tied to sort of one of a few different biases that are out there in terms of kind of how we act as human beings. First one would be sort of, kind of spending too much, overspending. Second one is the fear of loss, so this concept of loss aversion. And then third is kind of going with the herd, or kind of going on the bandwagon, so that herd mentality. One of the biggest reasons why